Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively. I believe that Blake Lively is not a method actor. Justin Baldoni is. This is from me watching the movie and seeing their acting work. She probably developed feelings for Justin Baldoni. Acting is such an intimate craft. Physically touch the other person, smell the other person, look directly into the other person. You're living more truthfully in fictional scenarios as actors. Method acting is fully engaging in the scenario. Am I supposed to feel good? I don't know if I'm supposed to feel good, but I do. Why is it making me feel so beautiful inside? But I'm scared because I don't want people to find me out. I don't want Ryan Reynolds to find me out, my darling husband. She doesn't know how to do with that after the movie comes out, and I think she just feels so guilty about all the feelings that she has for Justin Baldoni, trying to find a solution to why all the things happened to her. So she's saying, oh, he was inappropriately behaving as an actor, which is such BS. I do not see any of it from this. I don't know. I'm not talking about other things that are not on camera, but from what I've read so far, from what I've seen so far, it is BS. She probably went back to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan seeing the movie. What the hell? I've never seen you be so attached as a character. I've never seen you so dropped into it. I've never seen you be so truthful in any other roles. I've never seen you be so raw emotionally and truthfully as you are with Justin Baldoni. What's going on, dear wife? She's trying to find an explanation, and the only explanation is, I don't know what came over me. It had nothing to do with me. He was the one that was being inappropriate. This is my reaction to his inappropriate behavior, because she cannot say, that was me, my dear husband, Ryan Reynolds, being real character, human being. I don't think she has that language. I don't think she has that acting language. So I think she's really scared of her true feelings that are happening. It's happening for Blake. It's happening for Justin Baldoni. They are the actors who are touching each other physically. You cannot touch the other actor and completely detach yourself from being who you are. It's not me right now. I'm just a character. Oh, she dropped character. That is the most mediocre thing that I hear anybody say. Of course, that intimate relationship is happening for the characters, but at the same time, it's happening for the two of them as people. Your hands, your skin, your cells, your heart is beating at the time that somebody else is touching you as people. You are people first. You can never get away from being who you are, no matter how excellent you are as an actor. If you can get away from yourself, completely become the character as an actor, then you should stop acting. You should go see someone, a psychiatrist. You should go see a medical expert. That is not normal. That's a different issue that I know nothing about. My sister's a doctor. I'm not, so I won't even get into it. I think that most of it has to do, for me, from what I'm interpreting as an acting coach, what I'm seeing, it has so much more to do with their work as actors on these characters. People don't understand that process in details specifically. That's where the whole confusion happened. The actor's work is secret. To this day, majority of people don't understand the work that actors must do. Character, where's my character? I am Blake Lively and I'm detaching myself from the character. Character, come over here and dance with Justin Baldoni, or vice versa. Justin Baldoni cannot say that. He cannot say, I'm detaching myself. Let's just not put our emotions into these people. Let's just let them be characters. It's your emotions that bring the character to life. It's your emotions, your personal understanding of that whole situation, in this case, the slow dancing. From your life experience. When was the last time that you slow dance with someone? That comes into play. Did it feel the same way that it's feeling right now? That's what's going through your mind in the scene. It's your mind, it's your character's scenario, but it's your mind that is working, that is activated. Your senses are activated. It's not a character from outside. There's no such thing. It's you going through these experiences. Of course, they're going to make you feel certain ways. All experiences make us feel certain ways. Nobody can fully reject themselves to play a character. You can only bring discoveries of who you are from within to share into the characters' fictional scenarios, to share with the characters. But it's always going to be you. The actor's instrument is the full whole self. It's you physically, it's you emotionally. When you bring yourself in front of cameras as the actor to play a character, you bring your life with you. You bring your experiences with you. It's always going to be you, your understanding of what the character is going through. During a scene, Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively's were filming for a slow dance montage. Mr. Baldoni was behaving inappropriately. I don't believe that he was behaving inappropriately. I just think that he was doing method acting. So let's see. Miss Lively's complaint alleges that during a scene, Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively's were filming for a slow dance montage. Mr. Baldoni was behaving inappropriately. That's where I think the whole confusion is. I'll talk about it. The following videos captured on May 23rd clearly refute Miss Lively's characterization of his behavior. The scene in question was designed to show the two characters falling in love. Falling in love. It's not like they show the two characters having a casual conversation. Falling in love. Fall in love as a character. There's a chance that you are going to fall in love. Exterior bar night. Lily is the character's name of Blake, and Ryle is Justin Baldoni's name of the character. Slow dance in a bar. The characters are slow dancing in a bar. That already implicates you as the person in a close encounter with the other actor. You're the one that's touching the other actor's hands to start dancing slowly. Blake Lively says, oh, it's like, no, it's actually not even meant to be comedy. Assistant director talking here at the bar or something. So the assistant director and the director, they're giving notes to the other actors, to the extras, on how to move about the bar. Pay attention to when there's a game playing, so they have to respond to when they're scoring a goal, to show that the two main characters, Blake and Justin, are in their own world with everybody else paying attention to the same thing while they're center stage, in the center of everything, just having eyes for each other. That's the process of them developing, starting to fall in love with one another. So of course it's an intense moment. They're face to face, they're breathing into each other's mouths, even if they're not kissing, even if they're just looking at each other for more than 2 seconds, which they are, because you have to do a lot of work to get the scene of a minute on the screen. There's so much work that goes behind that. You try looking at somebody that you know in your personal life, you will see after a couple of minutes, it's awkward with somebody that you know. Imagine how awkward it is with somebody that you're not familiar, that you're not personally involved with, the other actor. So of course, feelings are going to start to develop if you're this close to somebody for a couple of minutes and they're breathing each other's air. Real acting is when the real actor tries to figure out this fictional story, tries to navigate it, allowing his or her impressions and experiences to be part of the journey. That's when the character happens. Personal merges with the fictional, with the imaginary. Then Justin Baldoni says, and can you give us a few, like a couple of cues of like, he's also the director, as we know in this film, giving directions of how and what they should be doing, being aware of what's happening around them as he has to be. He's the director of the film. For somebody to direct and also be the principal role in the film, that's a lot of things to do. And I saw the movie and I loved it. Great actors such as Nicole Kidman, Bradley Cooper, they know that the use of those personal feelings, those personal emotions that they feel as people brought to the characters will give them the successful characters with the full humanity and complexity of a human being. That's what's so magical. That's why we're being drawn in as the audience members. The characters bring the humanity of the actors to shine. Lawyer of Justin Baldoni was saying that she was trying to take over the film. And Blake Lively saying, I think we have to back up. I think we have to back up. So she's kind of taking over the job of the director, which is Baldoni's. It could be that, or it could be that she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable, not in a way that bad or inappropriate or that Baldoni was doing something badly. She's just uncomfortable as an actress would be in this situation. She's getting close to this actor, Justin Baldoni. He's a good-looking guy. She's married to the powerful actor Ryan Reynolds. You look at Ryan Reynolds. Of course, it's wonderful. I'm sure they have a great relationship and a family of, children. Both of them do. Justin Baldoni is married, beautiful wife. Just because you have families outside of your acting world doesn't mean that when you come together as two beautiful actors, two beautiful people like these two are, they're gorgeous, both of them, come face to face with one another. It doesn't mean that things, experiences, and feelings are not going to develop. It doesn't mean they're going to take to the next step where you're leaving your partners and you're going to get together with the other person. Not in all cases. Some people get together, others don't. In the moment of filming this, it doesn't mean that they don't have some feelings starting to develop. It's only natural. Justin Baldoni, in my opinion, a method actor, just from the way that he's speaking about what's happening in this scene, he's experiencing with all the senses to live in this scene the same way that we live in everyday life, if not even more intensely. In everyday life, with the use of our senses, we can go about our day. I can close my eyes when I wake up and say, let me go to the bathroom. No, I have to open my eyes to be able to see where I'm going. That sensory work, that is what it's called. Living in a fictional scenario is real. The situation is imaginary. You're still going to see the person in front of you. You're still going to smell the person in front of you. You're still going to touch the person. That's what method acting is. Here I can see that Justin Baldoni is doing that. Blake Lively, we're not on our marks, and I think the light is behind you a little bit. They have to place the marks, the places where the two actors have to be standing on. The lighting is set up in such a way where you can't start doing the scene, and then if you, the actor, decide that you want to move from there, you can, because you're going to be out of frame. The camera was already set up, the lighting was set up for them to be on the marks in those two spots where they are supposed to be. She's concerned with outside things, the marks. She's not concerned with the depth of the character going to outside of herself things which are more superficial and easier to deal with. Trying to kind of take the conversation from the intimacy of what method acting Justin Baldoni is doing to outside aspects of the scene. Justin Baldoni says it's actually a little better when it's behind me. Letting her know, no, it's okay. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted the light to be behind me. What else do you have to say? In a way, trying to reassure her, don't worry about the exterior factors. Let's concentrate on making the scene as truthful, as real as possible, so we can become credible characters to those watching when the movie's going to be out. He's not going to say that. He doesn't want to make her feel inferior as an actress. I'm sure he's realizing that she's not working with method technique like he is. So he's being very kind. He's like, don't worry about it. She's just trying to stay away from falling deeper into the intimacy. She doesn't know how to deal with it. She's starting to feel feelings. She's probably feeling something, touching this guy's hand and looking into his eyes. There's no way they were not going to be affected in the moment. If you were not affected by this intimacy of being together physically, then you're not a great actor. You have to have emotional responses to these situations. That's what makes one a great actor. Then when you go home, detach from them and you have to say, okay, bye-bye to those emotions. It doesn't mean that I didn't feel them in a moment, but now I can let go of them. That's going to stay with you for a while. It doesn't mean that you can just say, I'm out of my character, therefore I'm out of my feelings. They're going to linger. They're going to be part of your life for future personal life. They're always going to be with you. You've experienced an intimate other actor in front of your face. You can't just erase your life experiences. Can we erase our life experiences? No. They score. So this is the assistant director telling the people around them, the extras, to have a reaction to a game that's playing on their television sets inside the bar. Everybody else is watching the same thing, but these two are in their own world. They're not even paying attention to what's happening around them. They're falling in love. So of course you're going to be into each other. She has that smile on her face. His nose is on her forehead. The hands are being held together between the two of them, smelling each other without even wanting to do that. The sensory work is happening because you're a human being. So of course you're going to be moved by this situation, and you can be moved in an uncomfortable way as an actor. Just because you're an actor, it doesn't mean that you get to the point where you can perform this intimate scene with another actor and say, it doesn't bother me at all. I have no feelings outside of the character's feelings. There's no character. You're the character. They're your feelings. Experiences happening interiorly, goosebumps, awkwardness. Those are all part of what you're supposed to feel to make the audience believe that you're actually a credible human being on that screen. It's a good thing. If you're not feeling anything, then you shouldn't be an actor. You should go do something else. I don't know, do something else, you know? So Justin Baldoni is feeling it, improvising the scene. He's trying to figure out different ways of trying to create intimacy with the actress to then become a credible character when being seen by people. Do you see what I'm talking about? So they're kissing. He kissed her on the forehead, and they're looking at each other. He approaches her closely, but he doesn't go fully to kiss her lips. The breathing is already happening on each other. That's already intimate, making the audience wait for the kiss. Great actor, he knows how to do that. He goes in, but he doesn't give the audience what they want yet. He's holding them to wait, which is wonderful. It's like, I have you on the palm of my hand. Wait. Don't give it so easily. Don't give it away so easily. They're with each other. Of course, there's going to be some things happening. Justin Baldoni, after he twirls her around, I think that was her instinctual move. She twirls her around. He brings her back. She puts her arms over his shoulders, around his neck, that draws him in. He's going to the side of her face. The hair is there. There's no way that you can shut down your smell. You can't say to yourself as the actor, oh, I got to shut down my smell right now. I'm not supposed to smell her as myself because I'm the character. You cannot do that. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. So people out there who are commenting on acting, please do your freaking homework before. Thank you. I'm just very passionate about acting. He's smelling her hair, smelling this part of her neck. We're not seeing her face because of the way that the camera is placed. On the other side, where she has her face, she's having the same experience of his smell. That's an intimate thing. Think about it. Go try and do that with a stranger. Well, don't do it, because you might get a different reaction then. No, I don't mean with a perfect stranger, but just attempt it with your lover and see how awkward it is, even with someone that you know. Imagine how awkward it would be with somebody that you don't know in acting. That's the beauty. People become addicted to acting. Actors get to play so many different scenarios in their one life. Who doesn't want to experience a lot of things in life? We have one life. Actors are the ones who experience so many different scenarios from so many different lives. Such an exciting, such an addictive craft when you think about it. You get to experience all of the things that you might not get to do in your personal life. You get to experience frustration. It's in a safe environment with the other actor. Maybe at home you cannot be frustrated, or at the office, or in your everyday work life. As actors, we get to express different selves of who we are all the time, to experience in our imagination. The experiences become real because we're doing them through our senses, through our actor's instrument. We get to experience what it's like to fall in love in maybe a 2-minute scene. That's exciting. The experience of falling in love happens to the actors first in the moment. Exhilarating. It's fascinating to be an actor. They're looking at each other. I think she's becoming uncomfortable looking into his eyes because she feels something and she doesn't know what to do with that feeling. Not method trained to know that that feeling is to be accepted fully. She's afraid of it. Justin Baldoni, on the other hand, knows that all of those feelings are perfect for the story, are perfect for the character, because they are real to them as actors, and they will be real to the audience when they watch these characters. That's a wonderful thing that's being achieved in a moment. She doesn't have an understanding of that. Her subtext in my mind is, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. I can't be watching you anymore. You're so fucking amazingly gorgeous. And you're looking at me so intensely. This feels to me like I'm doing something wrong because I'm married to Ryan Reynolds. I don't want Ryan Reynolds, my darling husband, powerful actor, when watching this movie, believe that I'm actually feeling these feelings in the moment instead of her going, oh, this is method acting. I'm feeling the feeling in the moment. It's okay. I'll detach from it and I'll go back to my life, afraid of what Ryan Reynolds is going to say, because he's an actor, so he can recognize, what's happening between two actors. So he might say, oh, hey, darling, what was that? What was that? What was that? Were you feeling those feelings? Of course, if he were smart enough to understand as an actor, and I'm sure he is, he's made so much money as an actor, so I don't know where the jealousy would come in. I'm hearing he is the jealous type from watching other YouTubers and seeing other people talk about him. She doesn't know what to do with it. She doesn't know how to deal with what's happening to her in the moment. Yeah. So she's trying to come up with these new obstacles, to put a stop to the intimacy. Oh, we can talk. Maybe we should talk, in my opinion. Do you see what she's saying? I think it would be more romantic if we're dancing and talking. If you say nothing, takes a lot more courage than if you talk. Silences and looking at the other person without words requires of you to be more brave and courageous. That will expose you as a human being much more than words. We use words to actually hide who we are. Words are so much easier. We're so used to talking all the time. Comfort zone to be silent and just look, take each other in. That's hard. That exposes who you are. You can see in their soul through their eyes. She's saying, let's talk. It will be better. It will be more romantic. I would feel more comfortable talking. It wouldn't be as intense as I feel right now. It's like the moment you kiss, then you give them the thing that they want to see. Going back to what I was saying in the beginning, she said, let's not give them the audience. Because it's like the moment you kiss, then you give them the thing that they want to see. Don't give the audience what they're all waiting for us to be doing. Kiss. They're cheering, the audience is cheering for the two people. That's what we do when we go to watch actors play characters. We're cheering for them. It doesn't mean that we're like jumping in our chairs. Inward, we're living their experiences. We're understanding what they're going through because we can identify with those experiences, similar experiences. Don't give that. Don't give it to them yet. Make it more suspenseful. Let them wait for it. The more you wait for something, the more you'll appreciate it. I don't know if her training is in method acting, but from what I'm seeing, the difference in their acting is huge. He's going for it. He's not afraid of the feelings that he's feeling in a moment, knows that's part of doing great acting work. She doesn't know that. She's afraid of it. And she's feeling it with this guy. I mean, look at him. He's handsome. He's got gorgeous hair. He's masculine. Of course, you're going to have feelings in a moment. And that's so beautiful. She should be grateful as an actress and appreciate that. Most actresses would want to have that happen to them. They work for it to happen in the moment so the camera can capture that magical moment. That's the magical moment that happens in acting when the two actors are feeling real feelings for each other in the moment. That's it. She's talking because talking is, like I said, something that she's hiding with. Those are the nice little things that hide your soul and your heart, and you can pretend that you're not feeling what you're feeling. Try to listen, try to learn to listen, see how much harder it is. If you're in an entourage of people, it is so much easier to talk. Listening and not saying anything, paying attention to the other person. After a while, you will feel so much more vulnerable. You're being x-ray of your soul. So I think she's trying to cover that soul of hers, at the same time experiencing and liking the feeling of what's happening right now. She's afraid to go for the kiss. She knows the kiss is going to intensify everything that she's already feeling just from being in such close proximity, physically, emotionally, mentally, to this gorgeous man, this gorgeous actor. I'm not saying that Ryan Reynolds is not gorgeous, but he's different, I don't know what the relationship is. Maybe this guy is making her feel different feelings than what she feels when she's dancing with Ryan Reynolds, and vice versa for him and her. You're experiencing different things when you're with actors on stage, much more fuller emotional and physical feelings. So intensely having to happen so fast within the 2-hour movie, 1 month filming. You got to go through all these experiences in such a shorter time. You got to get to them. So they're much more intense. They're kind of having fun. There was a little accident that happened when he was twirling her around. She bumped into the other actor, the extra that was behind her, turned around. She's kind of guiding him how to be twirled under his arm. The accident happened where she bumped into this other actor. There was a smile. There was spontaneity. Accidental moments in acting, they're always very welcome because they bring us back to the credibility of the humanity of these people. They get you out of, I'm an actor now and I'm portraying a character, to I'm an actor who's a human being feeling these feelings. So it's great. It takes you out of your head and it puts you back into your holy instrument of that actor. See, he was laughing. He was trying to make her joke, trying to make her laugh after she bumped into this other person. And he goes, I think this person, meaning the other actor, the extra, is drinking our stuff. The main characters, the main actors have their stuff. But then he sees somebody drinking. He's kind of making fun of it and saying, I hope they're not finishing our stuff. Living in the moment, addressing these things that are happening to them in the moment to keep in the truth of the humanity of who he is first and then the character. That's method acting, moment to moment reaction, being present. That's what we want in our everyday life, in our personal life. Actors have to achieve that to create believable characters. They have to be in the moment, react to that accidental bump into the other actor, and to get her out of her head and make her react in an organic, instinctual way to that. The capture on the camera will be captivating to people. The lines in this montage, we're not going to be able to hear in the finished product of the movie. So whatever they're talking about, they can be talking about. All we're going to see is their behavior. Their human behavior has to become credible. He's attempting to make credible every moment, trying to bring her into that too. So when we see this on the big screen, we're going to see character Lily laughing to this normal reality of what just happened, and we're going to believe it to be true. We're going to believe that these two people, characters, are falling in love. They love being with each other. They're laughing, having fun. She took that cue, which was really cool, from Justin Baldoni. She even turns to the other actor. He says, oh, you can butt in if you want, because she already bumped into him. So turning her head back, says, you can come into our scene if you want. It doesn't mean that she's not comfortable being in the scene with Justin Baldoni. Some of the people were saying, oh, is she trying to say, I don't want to do the scene? No, she's not trying to say, I don't want to do the scene. She's loving doing the scene. That's why she's reacting so naturally and so realistically to this other actor. She's already in the moment of being present with her real feelings, what method acting is about, which is what Justin Baldoni, as the actor, the partner in this film, also as the director, is trying to achieve. Real, truthful, believable, credible being. That's what happens in a bar, right? When we go. So we understand that situation. We can resonate with that. I don't think that she's judging herself in this moment like she did before about her real feelings, due to Justin Baldoni having done all of the things that I've talked about before. Creating that moment to moment, truthful, being in the present, energy around her, around the two of them. She's more at ease now to leave herself alone. She's not talking. She's not using the words to hide herself. She even had the gesture of tossing her hair back, almost as an indication to him, it's okay for you to come into my neck. Subconsciously or consciously, I don't know how she did it, but it doesn't matter. There was this gesture where she tosses her hair back. He reacts to it as any normal human being would react to it, and goes in a very appropriate, reactive way. Acting is reacting. If she goes like this and he doesn't come in, he's not seeing what she's doing in the moment to the other actor. So he would be a bad actor, not reacting. He's reacting beautifully, properly, as a great actor, not as a bad actor. It's actually a great moment between the two of them. She's leaving herself alone with the words, not using them, giving way for that beautiful invitation for him to come in. And he does. So it's a beautiful acting moment. Action, reaction. I noticed now, I didn't notice before when watching the video, but she's putting her teeth on her lower lip very seductively so many times. Going back to what was being said, that Blake Lively was having a problem with Justin Baldoni going in for more kisses than needed, biting her lip or something like that. He's reacting to what she's been doing the whole time. She's biting her own lower lip throughout this whole montage. He sees that, he's reacting to it the same way that he was reacting to when she was doing the hair. That's again great acting work. If you're not reacting to what your partner is giving you on stage or in front of the camera, there is no credibility. You're a mediocre actor. Go home and study more, or use an acting coach to help you with these moments. Put yourself in a situation. If you're in a personal situation with somebody and you're seeing that person doing that, we're putting ourselves in the same scenario as these two, and we're dancing and we're kind of starting to fall in love in our everyday life with that person. We see that person biting their lower lip. As I'm trying to put myself in that situation, I would think to myself, well, they're okay with biting the lower lip slightly. It doesn't mean they have to go and bite it really hard, but I've seen them do that to themselves. Therefore, it's okay for me to do it. So I'm going to be okay to do it. So I'll attempt to do it slowly. It's just a reaction to what I'm seeing them do. Human behavior. Look at her face. No tension in the muscles of the face. She's the one that's biting her lip. It's almost like an anticipation to what he's about to do. Baldoni was becoming so intimate into what was happening between the two of them and experiencing this beautiful journey he's about to take with the Lively character. He's also so capable of stopping in the moment. That's why I'm saying he's much more of a trained actor. He's a method actor, and I don't think she is as trained as he is. From what I'm seeing, he can in the moment stop and take on the hat of the director. Here I am, face to face with this beautiful woman, actress, character, whatever you want to refer to her as. But then I'm still able to make a distinction between the fact that I'm a director now. So he's thinking, okay, we got this. Can we do the scoring? He wants another take of the people, the other actors in the bar, reacting to the scoring of the game that's happening on their TV screens. Make sure that he has enough footage. I believe that he feels that they were able to create, him and her were able to create the intimacy he was actually looking for as a director. So now he wants to have more footage on the reaction of the people around them to what was happening, so we can show that the two of them in the center of it all don't care about any of the exterior happenings. They're so much into each other in their own beautiful world of falling in love. Okay, so she goes back talking. No, I know, I just got lost. When he went to become the director again, she almost like got herself out of it. Justin Baldoni says, I know. Oh my God, I didn't talk. I know we were supposed to talk, but I just got lost. I got lost into you. I got lost in our present scenario, which is wonderful. That's what you want as an actor to have happen. She kind of got lost because she didn't talk. She was into it. Now she's almost excusing herself by wanting to pick herself out of it and say, that was not, again, I didn't want to go that deep into it without talking. Remember, we're supposed to talk. Why aren't we talking? Come on, dude, let's talk. Let's not be so deep into this because it feels so freaking amazing, but I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with it. I know I'm feeling these new things that I haven't felt in this moment. She doesn't know that that's what actors should be experiencing, that it's a gift, it's a magical, beautiful moment that's happening between the two of them. She's snapping herself out of it, out of this moment, going back into the same safe area. She doesn't want to be in an uncomfortable territory emotionally, intimately. So she's going, oh, let's go to talking again, because now it feels too uncomfortable, in the sense of good uncomfortable, but then she will turn it around in my interpretation. She's going back to trying to protect herself, and she say, oh, don't you want the audience to be watching and kind of wondering what they're saying? Well, Justin Baldoni says we have no issue talking most of the time, so don't worry about that. That's easy to achieve. Talking is easy. Most people who think that the most difficult for actors is to memorize lines and to talk, that's not true. They're wrong in believing that. That's the easiest thing. Anybody can take words and memorize them and talk them to somebody else. That's the most exterior thing that you can do. That doesn't require any involvement of yourself, of your soul in it. Not talking is what's difficult. So he's already saying, knowing that as a method actor, don't worry about that. That comes easily to any of us as actors. This, what we're creating, the intimacy without speaking, is what's difficult. But she doesn't know that. She says, in my case, if I'm watching something, she's putting herself in the seat of the audience members, and she goes, I must know what they're saying. If I were an audience member, I want to know what they're saying. So let's keep talking. She's trying to find all the reasons and justifications to not let herself feel the true feelings that she's feeling for Justin Baldoni. That's what it is. There's no inappropriate behavior from Justin Baldoni. She's feeling so relaxed. She's feeling so comfortable in the uncomfortable territory of her developing these feelings in the moment for him and not knowing what to do with them. That's the problem. She doesn't know what to do with these feelings. Oh my God, he's saying everything that I just said. Justin Baldoni says, I know you and Ryan talk all the time. That is something that lets me know that she, Blake Lively, shared that with him. How would he have known that? I know you and Ryan Reynolds talk all the time, because she's trying to make him talk. He's kind of saying to her, you are comfortable with talking. That also gives us an insight into Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' relationship. They are comfortable with each other to a point of just talking. It's informing me that she's not even comfortable to not talk in her own personal relationship with Ryan Reynolds. That's why this situation with Justin Baldoni without talking is even more difficult. She's not even experiencing it at home with Ryan Reynolds. That's why she's intensely feeling for Justin Baldoni. She's not had that at home. In her relationship with her husband, it's about talking to each other. They don't know how to experience intimate situations, moments, as Justin Baldoni does. She is afraid of it, afraid of the fire that's starting to ignite. He's catching on to that. She's keeping asking me to talk. And look what he says to her. Emily and I, Emily being Justin Baldoni's wife in real life, Emily and I we have these moments where, and she goes, staring. You're just staring at each other with no words. He goes, yeah, we've done it for 5 minutes. We are doing it for 5 minutes. His experiences with his wife in real life are so much more profound. They're staring at each other, which is hard to do. Remember I said this? We as people are not comfortable doing that. But Justin Baldoni, trained in method acting, has gone to those exercises of having to do that kind of work. So he's comfortable going on a deeper emotional journey as an actor than she is. He's able to bring his understanding of acting at home and use that in his real life. Acting tools are so beneficial and helpful for everybody in everyday life, teaching us how to become deeper, more in touch with ourselves, gets anyone closer to the potential we have as human beings, I think. Do you see the laughter? And she starts laughing at that when he says, yeah, we've literally done it for 5 minutes. She's laughing. She's uncomfortable just thinking about it. She cannot even imagine. That takes me back to questioning what the relationship is between her and Ryan Reynolds. What relationship do they have? From the way that she's reacting with laughter, it's almost like nervous laughter, to what she just heard Justin Baldoni say. Yeah, I'm comfortable doing this for 5 minutes with my wife. And she's uncomfortably laughing at it. I think she's just uncomfortable and she's realizing, oh my God, I've never had that experience. I think that's what's happening. He's reading her as much as I am. And he says, I know that you would find that terrifying. He sees that she's not comfortable because she hasn't lived that intensely, that specifically, that courageously as an actress, ever. She doesn't know how to do it. Hasn't even done it in her real life. She hasn't done it as an actress. Ooh, this is intense. This is amazing. Blake Lively says, yeah. Oh no. I'd be like, oh no. If somebody looked at me the way that you're looking at me without talking for 5 minutes, I'd be like, I found a sociopath. No, no, no. There's not enough time for us to be able to just look at each other. We got to talk and we got to do things. Because it's so much easier to do shit all the time. With us, it's always like, oh my God, and I forgot to tell you something else. Oh my God, and I forgot to tell you something else. He says, oh, I think that's so cute. Probably thinking, oh, I think that's really superficial. Really? You both are actors and you haven't experienced that? Do you people know what acting is about? What is he trying to say? Is he trying to say that we're not fully developed actors? I think it's more than cute. She kind of gets the cute the same way that I got the cute. Like, why is he saying just cute? Does he want to say you're not really trained, in-depth actors? And then he goes, I think it's amazing. When she says more than cute. And then he's like, oh, I made a mistake. I should have said it's amazing. Oh, no, I thought it was amazing. It's amazing that you guys are just superficial with each other. Why not? Be superficial with each other. Why are you doing acting if you want to be superficial with each other? Probably that's what he's thinking. Okay, and then he says, and then let's just do one more, almost like super close. They want to be covered. They want to have enough footage for the editing. There's no inappropriate behavior from him, in my opinion, watching this at all. She is staying away, trying to veer him away from the kiss, feeling all of the emotional anticipation of where that's going to go, and she's afraid of that from herself. Let's just do a little bit of restraint. So now she takes control, not because she wants to be in control of the movie. And I'm not saying that she doesn't want to. She wants to be in control of the scene. That will give her an upper hand in this emotional journey. I'm in control of my feelings. So even if I'm developing this intimate, in the moment feeling for this handsome actor, Justin Baldoni, I'm in control of it. She thinks she should feel guilty about it, which she shouldn't. That's what actresses should go through when acting greatly, in my opinion. He's not doing anything more than acting beautifully as a method actor. They had their faces together, so their noses were touching each other. She got close. She was in a moment, experiencing. She got lost. Every time she seems like falling into it, she takes herself out of it and she comes up with a laughter. And then she says, I feel so nosy, like the nose. I know, and my nose is so big, says Justin Baldoni. So he's even making fun of it. There's nothing inappropriate. He could have been the one to say, well, she was saying that my nose is too big in her remark that she just feels so nosy. You know, he never said that. No, it's all in good fun. And he says, yeah, I know my nose is so big. We're going to watch these two characters go through these real, beautiful, spontaneous happenings to them, going to make us, the audience, identify with each and every one of those moments. He could be the one that was much more offended, could call her out on her behavior, referring to his nose as no, but he sees that it's a joke. It's a joke that's happening between the two of them, between actors who have to be intimate with one another in a movie that calls for that intimacy between the two characters. The actors are the characters. They have to be intimate. How is she going to expose herself as an actress playing with such a wonderful actor as Justin Baldoni? It's hard, you know? You're going to feel inferior as an actress, and then you're going to turn the whole situation and twist it, say that it was about something else rather than just accept, I just was scared of this acting requirement with Justin Baldoni because he's really great. And I allow myself to be great and go deeply into it. But I was afraid because I've never done that before. So I didn't want Ryan Reynolds. I didn't want myself to be feeling something that was going to be real towards this actor. Yes, that's what you wanted to do. You should be so proud of wanting to do that. They're talking about the storyline. They're making comments on the lines and the situation of their relationship in the story. I think this is it. I'm going to stop. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. This is my understanding of what's happening between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.